Has ever this happened to you? You find a job that is perfectly fit for you, and you scroll down a bit and you find 3 to 5 years of working experience required. And you're like, what the heck? How am I supposed to gain experience if nobody wants to hire me because I lack experience? I know I've been there. My name is Rebel. I'm freelancer, entrepreneur. I've been doing freelance for many years on a platform like Upwork, Fiverr, Code Mentor, both as a freelancer but also as a client. Many years ago, I was exactly in your place with computer science degree, only online courses. I had a dream of landing my first software development jobs. I remember applying to dozens of jobs, hoping to get maybe a response. And if I was lucky, I would receive rejection email that says, thank you so much for showing interest to join us. Unfortunately, blah, 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 blah. Can you relate to that? But here's the good news. I eventually landed my first job as self-taught software engineer. In today's video, I'm going to show exactly the lessons I've learned during the process of getting no experience to experience, from getting no job to job. I'm going to share with you 7 lessons I've learned during the process. Lesson number 1, companies cares more about what you can do for them than just number of years of experience. Think about it. You have a job that needs to get better and you are looking for somebody to help to achieve that goal. And that person came and show you that they can do the job. Will you truly care about how many years of experience they have spent doing that? Or you are going to care more about that this person can actually solve my problem? What I've observed about what company exactly follow when they're hiring, they want people who can solve their specific problem. If you can prove that you can do the job, you are high likely they are going to hire you. Of course, years of experience show that you have done it in the past. So you need some way, somehow, to show them that you can do the job, even don't have past working experience. Which moves me to the next lesson. You need a project to showcase your skills. The projects accomplish 2 things. Number 1, it's qualify yourself that you are capable of doing the job. The second, it shows you as a problem solver. It is like they don't care anymore about years of experience. Instead, they can see that you have already worked on a similar project, which is very huge when it comes to hiring. I'm speaking from client perspective. I've hired many freelancers, and one of the biggest movers for me to hire them is that when they show me the examples of the project they have built in the past, it is like one step ahead to other applicants. So make sure that you have the project when you don't have an experience. Bring the project that solves the problem, so that when a client asks you about the project, you're not going to say, right? You need to know exactly what you have built and able to articulate them in exact language that client can understand. Which moves me to lesson number 3. Confidence is a king. See, if you can articulate your projects, talk with confidence, this is huge when it comes to get your first job. See, when you want someone to believe in you, you don't need to be very extroverted, but you need to clearly be able to explain your skills and your competence. Back in the days when I didn't have experience, I used these techniques to actually be more confident when explaining my project. What I did was just to explain my project in front of mirror. That sounds weird, but it works. I was assuming that the person behind the mirror is interviewer. I was explaining every concept and everything I've done. That thing has boosted my confidence like never before. So next time when you are in an interview, make sure you are confident, you have a strong conviction about your skills, about what you are capable of doing. Which moves me to lesson number 4. Optimize your online presence, especially on LinkedIn. If you are having no experience, LinkedIn is a huge advantage for you. Recruiters and hiring managers are using this platform frequently. With no working experience, LinkedIn is your best friend. It's your chance to showcase your ability by showing the project you have been working on, the work you have done. These recruiters and hiring managers are constantly scrolling to the LinkedIn feed. If you are constantly showing that you are capable of doing the job, the next time they want somebody to hire, you are probably going to come up in their lists. Make sure you optimize your LinkedIn profile. Make sure you're constantly posting about the projects you're working on, and make sure you are consistent. LinkedIn has helped me to land a lot of jobs without even applying for the job itself. Hiring managers was contacting me. They want to work with me because the projects I was publishing on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is your best friend. Pro tip here: when you land your first client on LinkedIn, make sure you deliver exceptional results and then ask for the review. What does this review do? Publish it on LinkedIn. This shows you are trustworthy and reliable, which moves me to the lesson number 5. Never, ever, ever appear inexperienced. This is huge, okay? I've seen guys who have built their project. Sure, they didn't build the project for the clients, but they have experience. They can build software. But when they are presenting themselves, they present as if they have never done anything. Trust me, if you can build a project, you are already incredible. Have you ever heard this expression that fake it until you make it? Well, I'm not asking you to lie, but trust me, you gotta speak with a strong conviction. You never want to appear like inexperienced. Imagine hiring manager to have 2 candidates. One speak with a strong conviction, other didn't. For example, they ask about what project have you worked on? And one person say, well, it was a personal project, small. It was a really small personal project I built, but it's never, it didn't make a lot of impact. And verse, other person who said, I've built this project. It was great experience work on this project because it has helped me to learn this and this and this and that. If you're hiring manager between those 2 candidates, which one would you hire? Both they have 0 experience, they don't have past employer, but the way they present themselves really make a difference. Next time, speak with a strong conviction that you know what you are talking about. Trust me, nobody was ever be ready to accomplish something. They actually figure out along the way. Which moves me to the lesson number 6. Keep learning and improving your skills. When aiming for your first job, your greatest strength is your ability to learn things quickly and faster. Technology is moving super fast. So your ability to adapt and adjust to the latest technology and use it will make you stand out. You don't have to learn everything at once. It is very overwhelming. I remember back in the days I was learning all JavaScript frameworks, React, Vue, Angular, and I was like, no, I can't keep up with all of these technologies. And I had to pick one, and I chose React. I only specialize in React framework. This has helped me to go deeper in React. And when I was presenting my project in the interview, actually, the interviewer was very impressed about what I've achieved with React framework. So next time, make sure you know exactly what's going on in that industry. You need specialization. You need to keep learning and improve within your specialization. If you jump from one thing to another, you will finally accomplish nothing. Make sure you keep learning and improving your skills, especially in the skills that really matter, not jumping from one place to another, right? Pro tip here: when you are learning and improving your skills, make sure you are documenting the process. I know it is hard to document everything, but trust me, it's really coming in handy when you are actually doing the job. Make sure you are learning for the purpose of teaching it. If you get a chance to teach your skills, make sure you take it. This will force you to even go deeper and become very experienced, even if you don't have working experience. Which moves me to the lesson number 7. Stay persistent and positive. See, when you are looking for your first job, it is very hard. And the only one thing that I can guarantee you to get your first job is to keep going. It's your perseverance when you are getting rejections. Remember, rejection is just the part of the process. So your persistence, your perseverance, your positive attitude is what truly keep you moving forward. You might feel discouraged when you're getting rejections, but I'm telling you, every rejection is closer to yes. So make sure you keep positive attitude. This is the techniques I've been using for many years to make sure I'm constantly positive. Make sure the content you consume, the people around you, only says about positive stuff. You need to stay optimistic, because if you're not optimistic, you are very close to quit. And remember, and as famously said, winners never quit, quitters never win. Having said that, the journey to get your first job is unique to you. It is different from mine. I hope these lessons will help you. If you find value in this video, make to click that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. It's really helped the channel grow and spread this message to the lot of people. Until next time, make sure to keep grinding. Success is just a matter of time.